Yeah, it's your boy Polo the Swag King, and welcome to another episode of Polo's POV. If you thought about it, we probably go talk about it. Life, love, and all the above. And now that you know what type of party it is, let's come on. Let the come on. First, I got to stop the shucking and jiving. See, I got to shake it up on y'all just a little bit every now and then just to keep you on your toes. But if you've been listening, then you know I fucked that up. But if you ain't been listening, you know it is what it is. And then they let you know I ain't doing no drop. You know what I'm saying? It's coming straight out the dome. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I wouldn't mind a few drops, make my job a little easier, but I don't mind putting in that work. You feel me? If you've been fucking with me and been listening to me, I don't mind the work. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But if you also been listening to me, you also know I like to come on with the come on. Man, a woman wake up out of a 2-year coma and said her brother was the one that assaulted her. She described the whole incident, and her brother Daniel Palmer get arrested. Now, man, how mad was she at him? She been in a coma. And then that serves him right, too, though, on the real. That serves him right. I don't know what the situation was, but for one, you're a man hitting a female. You wrong now. Then for two, it's your sister. And then you hit her so hard, she in a 2-year coma. Come on, man. You got to be better, Daniel. You know what I'm saying? But ain't Daniel a biblical name? Ain't Daniel like... I know it's in the Bible. I don't know if he was one of the disciples or not, or apostles and all that. You know, I have to freshen up on that. But I'm pretty sure Daniel is in the Bible, and he up here knocking his sister in the head. And she should have woke up and identified his dog ass. Because that's what he is, a dog ass. I don't know if he white or black, but that's an Nigga, if you feel me. Anyway, on the other side of it, let me switch gears. Juan Soto, maybe. Y'all should know who I'm talking about. But he the baseball player. They trying to get $440 million for 15 years. And that's like $29 million a year. But it is for 15 years, $440 million. And that's a lottery ticket. $440 million. But I think Buddy, like, I think I can get a little more than that. I think he turned that down, if I'm not mistaken. But that was the offer, and I don't know. But shout out to him if he know his value. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, ain't taking no. He feel like $440 million bullshit. You know? Oh, must be nice. Must be nice. Well, anyway, we go keep it moving, keep it pressing. Got a Texas woman. Now, I heard a joke about this, and I'll tell you the joke after but this is real life. You know what I'm saying? You know how they got the, I don't know what they call it, but like the passenger lane or transit lane? You got to have 2 people or more in the car to be in that lane. Well, a Texas woman is in court because she was pregnant in the lane with 2 or more people. And Texas recognized the embryo as a person, but the transportation department don't, which I feel like is bullshit because the transportation department is in Texas. If Texas recognizes everything in Texas, and Texas is big than a motherfucker, everybody knows that. Everything big in Texas. So I feel like if Texas recognizes it, the transportation department shouldn't give this woman a ticket. Because if the state recognizes it, who are you? You work for the state. So that means you up under the state. That's just how Polo feel about it. You know what I'm saying? These are my views. They don't represent any publisher or platform that carries my podcast. But I'm just saying. Now here's the joke, y'all. Y'all ready for this one? Okay, so the police pulled a woman over. She was in the lane. He said, hey, it's just you. I'm finna give you a ticket. She was like, well, I got an unborn baby. I'm pregnant. Police look. Well, okay. Well, I'm going to just give you a ticket for no car seat. I thought it was shit funny as fuck. I don't know if y'all caught that or not. But, yeah. But they apparently, we don't have to worry about that shit in Mississippi. We ain't got none of that. That's where I'm broadcasting from. You know what I'm talking about? So, but I don't know about I feel like she might be right because a pregnant woman got to carry that baby around. They eating more. They stressed out. They'll cuss your ass out quick. They want pickles and cornstarch and man, pregnant people want. So it's a burden. So hell yeah, let that woman drive in the lane, man. I think that police be tripping. That's just Polo point of view on it. And I'm gonna tell you, I ain't tripping and who winning around chill. Look, you gotta hit the Hollywood flash for that. Man, I'm just giving you the numbers first. 220 million subscribers, 970,000 in the last few months. Stranger Things doing 1.4 billion hours. This your boy Netflix. And I ain't gonna lie, I got Netflix. I got we do Apple TV, and I think that's about it. Netflix and Apple TV. But here's the bullshit I don't like, y'all. Okay, I'm already paying for Apple TV, but then let's say I want to watch Power or something that's on Stars. I gotta pay I don't know who I'm paying, but all I'm saying, I'm already subscribed to Apple TV, but I still gotta pay to watch fucking Power because it's on Stars. And they do that with a lot of shows. Like if you already on one streaming service, you paying for it, but now if you want to watch something else, you gotta pay for it too. And I feel like it, but I'm paying, or up my money, charge me more, but I don't want to pay twice. You know what I'm saying? I just rather pay one big price one time than to keep. Okay, then let's say I want to watch Power on Stars, but then I want to watch The Godfather of Harlem. That's on Hulu. So now I'm gonna be paying for Apple TV, Stars, and Hulu. A whole nother cable bill, y'all. So now that I think about it, that might be why they do the shit. They putting the squeeze on you. You come out better just getting direct or dish and fucking just ordering the package. Because if you try to freelance like we've been doing, I don't know. But like me personally, I watch a certain show for a certain season, and I'm gonna cancel that shit like last Christmas. You know what I'm talking about? That's just me now. I don't know how y'all do it. I try to tell y'all. Hold on, man. We got to get this right here. I try to tell y'all that COVID shit wasn't going nowhere. They got a whole new strand, and I said people people getting tested at home. Most people vaccinated. You still got a few out here screaming, "I don't want to get vaccinated. I don't want to do this. I'm not taking the shot." And then they'll go smoke the new latest strand of weed or hit the new latest synthetic drug. That's man-made. But they ain't gonna take no man-made medicine. They'll take some man-made drugs though. But that's another story in itself. And then people got the right to do with their body whatever they want to. I'm a firm believer in that. But the president got COVID, y'all. If y'all think the shit I've done died down, everything back to normal. And I've been seeing more and more people with their masks too. It's just people ain't keeping up with what's going on. The COVID, it's just a lot of people ain't going to the doctor no more. They treating it at home or they vaccinated and their symptoms ain't as bad. But that don't mean COVID gone. And then, like I said, they got another strain. I don't even know what the name of this. And then what about the fucking monkeypox? You got monkeypox out there, bitch, now. You feel me? Monkeypox. And then we do it. Like I said, I'm broadcasting from Mississippi, bro. They got a case in Mississippi. So I ain't gonna bullshit you. I wasn't worried about it when it was overseas or down in Florida and no shit like that. But I ain't gonna lie, now I'm gonna do a little bit more research on monkeypox since it's local. It's starting to, it might affect me or my family or somebody I fuck with, you know what I'm saying? But let me switch gears one more time. And it's a little, it is already heavy, y'all, so I'm gonna just keep it heavy. I'm gonna ask you a simple question. And I know it's a lot of MAGA supporters out there. I know it's a lot of people saying, man, fuck that, man. We want Trump back. At least the gas prices were low. You know what I'm saying? But let me ask you just one simple question. Why Trump didn't call off the January 6th riots? Or they in the media, they gonna say insurrection or something like that. Me personally, just my personal opinion, these are my views. They don't represent any publisher or platform that carries my podcast. I'm gonna call it what it is. It's crazy white folks listening to Trump try to take over the Capitol building. That's all it was. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no proof nowhere saying nobody tried to steal an election or try to trick people. Matter of fact, all the proof that's coming out is saying Trump was telling a lie to you the whole time. And I'm just talking about what's going on in these hearings now. I ain't talking my opinion, nobody. I'm talking about what's going on in these hearings. They got people saying, hey man, he called He called me and tried to make me throw my people off the board and say it wasn't Trump exactly. He did Giuliani, his lawyer, which was smart on his part. And Giuliani got the answer to that shit. They try to make these people lie and say they didn't get the votes that they get. Now, if you still don't believe it after that, I don't know what to tell you, and I'm going to move on Polo's POV. But my question still remains the same. Why didn't Trump call off the January 6th riots? I mean, he was kind of the reason they were there. You know what I'm saying? And they say, well, all this stuff was going on. People done died now. People done died while all this was going on. They say this man was in the dining room watching TV. Now, I ain't going to say they. I'm talking about a person up on the oath testified to this. You know what I'm talking about? And I know that, you know, some people fuck with it, some people don't. So I'm going to move on from that. But I'm just telling you what they said under oath in front of Congress. So don't blame me. I'm just the messenger. You know what I'm talking about? But switching it up a little bit, speaking on the government and some of the bullshit that be going on. My neighboring state, and I love Louisiana, we call it the boot. Where we from, we call it the boot. And I got family in Galliano and Baton Rouge and Slidell. I be all over Louisiana, and I love Louisiana. Pretty good time. New Orleans, man, who don't like New Orleans? Come on now, you got to be fucked up in the head. You don't like New Orleans. But Louisiana's still doing abortions for now. They only got 3 clinics, and until they decide when a fetus is declared a valuable life, it's going to be back and forth in the courts, you know. Now, everybody got their opinion about abortions. Me personally, on Polo's POV, these are my views. They don't represent any publisher or platform that carries my podcast. I feel like you can't tell nobody what to do with their body. That's not your job. That's between them and God. You know what I'm saying? Or whoever. Some people don't even believe in God. You got to look at that. But I can't say I got the right to say what I want to say. I got the right to bear arms, tote a gun. But somebody else ain't got the right to say what they can and can't do with their body. If you feel what I'm going with it. And that's, you know, you might feel spiritually about it, morally about it. That's your opinion. But at the end of the day, ain't nobody got to deal with that but that person and the man up above, or whoever, Buddha, Allah, whoever they see as their higher power. Ain't nobody got to deal with that but them. So I feel like sometimes you got to mind your own business. It's a lot of shit I see that I don't agree with. I don't agree with motherfuckers still selling assault. You can get an assault rifle quicker than you can get a pack of cigarettes. I don't agree with that. So what I supposed to do, go around knocking every 21, 19, 18-year-old upside the head? Come on, let's think about what we're saying. Because this shit go both ways. It's just, and then while I'm on that subject, and y'all know I'm a firm believer in this shit, I feel like you shouldn't have no 85, 90-year-old, 60 to 85-year-old people making laws and saying this the law of the land for people that's like 20, 21. They don't see it like we do. I got a teenager. They don't see it like we do. They weren't raised like us. And believe it or not, these kids are more, some of them fucked up, don't get me wrong. Some of them, they'll piss on themselves playing a video game. Some of them. But now you got other ones, they got jobs, and they doing school and job, got their own vehicles, and they still in school, like 16, 17 years old. They planning for their future. They planning for this. They planning, like they doing a lot of stuff that we don't give them credit for. But at the same time, it's supposed to be America. We're supposed to have all these rights. Shouldn't nobody pick and choose what rights we have the rights to? One more time, Polo. Being that we're Americans and we're supposed to have rights, should nobody have the rights to pick and choose what rights we have? Now, I'm going to leave that alone because I know that's a touchy subject. And to change the subject a little bit, let's go back to some flashy shit. The LA Rams, Super Bowl champs. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got no problem with the Rams, but how hot they beat my 49ers. I'm a 49er fan, you know what I'm saying? 4-9. My old lady hate when the game come on. But They beat my 49ers in the championship to go on to the Super Bowl, and they beat Joe Burrows and the Bengals in the Super Bowl, which was a damn good game. Them Bengals held up, man. But the Rams had a super defense. Everybody knows that. Just Von Miller, Aaron Donald, just off the top of my, I mean, they had Pro Bowlers all over the land. And then, when Matthew Stafford and Detroit, come on now, you can't claim that victory now. You really can't. I know that's the quarterback left Detroit, or Matthew Stafford or somebody, whatever the hell his name is, and went to L.A. and won the Super Bowl. But anyway, I said all that to say this. They got a 20-carat championship ring. Now, from my understanding, I ain't seen it yet. Y'all ain't seen it. But they say this thing is beautiful. It's got the colors in it and everything. But they say it's the most expensive sports ring in history. Michael Jordan ain't got one. Shaquille O'Neal ain't got one. Tiger Woods ain't got one. I'm just naming, but either way, it's 20 carats. Ooh. But anyway, shout out to the Rams. I can't be mad at them. But we gonna come for their ass again next year. 4-9, Niner Nation. You know what it is. And keeping it on sports and money, Muhammad Ali's 1974 Rumble in the Jungle Belt. Ali versus George Foreman. When he knocked George Foreman out in the 8th round. That motherfucker just went for $6.8 million. The champ is here. The champ is here. $6.8 million. Wow. That's some pretty good numbers for Ali. And man, I'm talking about, oh man, y'all got to feel me on this one. This jury game don't stop. Because we had a Brooklyn preacher. I ain't gonna put his name out there. I think he famous enough, honestly, so I ain't gonna put his name out there. But the Brooklyn preacher was robbed while he was doing a live stream. He was doing a sermon with a live stream. And I want to say 3 gunmen came in and robbed him during the night. And then that's so fucked up. But now, what's even more fucked up, in my opinion, the preacher, between him and his wife, they had on damn near $1 million worth of jewelry. Now, some reports saying 400,000, some saying about $1 million. Me personally, either way, what the hell? But they say they run in on him, tell him to get down on the ground. Well, he pretty much said, all right. He figured they was there for him. They took his wedding ring, his bishop stuff, and a couple more rings and stuff like this. Then they go to his wife. It was number 25 people there. I'm just repeat that. I ain't gonna speculate nothing. It was 25 people there. They took all his jewelry off him and his wife, and it was, like I said, you got conflicting reports. Some say about 400,000, some say close to $1 million. But either way, that's a lot of jewelry for 2 people to have on at church. I'm just saying. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying. And it makes me think of this. Is that excess or is that too much? I mean, how you, if I feel like if a preacher is in front of me with, let's just say $20,000 Rolex on, and I'm trying to figure out how to pay my rent, but when the plate come around, I'm expected to drop some money in the plate. Now, I'm all about tithing. I believe in all that. I believe about helping the unfortunate. But it's kind of hard for me when I see my preacher with my house around his neck or something like that. And then I don't know what, I understand it's new times and new era. I understand that. But they say Buddy got a Lambo and all this. But in his defense now, I'm not trying to go one way or the other. I'm just reporting the facts for you. You make your own mind up. But he do drive a Lambo, but they say he is a real estate agent. So who knows? He might be getting his money from there. And then therefore, if he getting his money from real estate, that's on him what he want to buy with his money. That's his hard-earned money. But at the same time, if you got on, let's just say 400,000. We ain't going to say close to $1 million. We don't know which one is true. Let's just say 400,000 in jury behind the pulpit, trying to tell somebody how to be meek and, not live in excess or something like that. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure That's kind of over the top for me. I mean, I ain't judging one way or another. He might be the best preacher in the world. Apparently, he doing something. You know what I'm saying? People following him like that. And then you also got to factor in, could have been an insurance scam. I'm going to just say allegedly. Because these are my views. They don't represent any publisher or platform that carries my podcast. Could have been an insurance scam. He could have got into it with the wrong people. Because it take a bold... he may have knew him, but if he didn't know him, it take a real ruthless motherfucker to run up in a church during the live stream. And then but I find it weird, they just went straight for him and his wife. They didn't mess with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And then he get a police report saying he ran out the door and seen him escape in a white Mercedes. I don't know too many criminals that's ruthless enough to run up in a church that got a Mercedes. You know, that sound like, you know, somebody that's well established. Might have been one of his friends. So me personally, I'm leaning more towards insurance scam. And I hate to say that about a man or guy, but that's just how I feel about it. Because like I said, this Polo's POV. That's just my point of view. Why you got on that much jewelry and this is the smallest, you got 25 people in your church. And I'm pretty sure, I want to say you like an international preacher. You know what I'm saying? But I figured it was an inside job. It was the right time. And that's too much jewelry for the average person to be walking around with, especially when you at church trying to give a sermon. But anyway, shifting gears one more time. Your boy Bill Gates. They say he got a machine that turns poop, the doo-doo, shit, feces, whatever you want to call it. But he got a machine that turns this into water. And he's trying to, they say the machine works. They say they got videos of him actually drinking the water. And I'm going to just be real with you. He'll be the only motherfucker drinking that water. I mean, I got Aquafina, the Sunny. They say they ain't too healthy for you because they got the acidic levels is pretty high in those. But that's why a lot of people drink Pure Life and purified waters. But I'm taking anything but the water that, now, unless I don't know, that's a different story. And they say he's taking a sip of it, saying, he didn't drink the whole bottle, he just took a sip. But just by me knowing that it came out my, lack of a better word, out my ass, out the ass, and I'm finna put it in my mouth, yeah, I think I'm good on that one, Bill. So you got enough money, you don't even give a fuck. And then, don't forget now, when he got divorced, all that shit that was coming out about his little wild parties and shit. See, Bill a wild boy. You know what I'm talking about? Don't let Bill fool you now. Bill a wild boy. He gets down. He gets down. You know what I'm saying? So now you got a machine. And then who made the concept? Like what scientist sit down and said, look, I'm going to figure out how to turn shit into water. I mean, can't we figure out how to turn grass into water, sand in the water, glass in? It's got to be doo-doo. It's got to be doo-doo, huh? I don't know. I ain't feeling that one, y'all. But y'all welcome to hit me up at MarcoPolo2K@iCloud.com. That's the email. Polo_DA_swag_king. That's the Instagram. Polo the Swag King 1 on Twitter. Because I am so interested on what y'all think about that. And especially, this is for my regional listeners. I'm trying to get everywhere, but for my regional, and I don't know how far it's regional. Raising Cane's is what I'm getting at. You know, they sell chicken, straight chicken fingers and tenders or some shit like that. I heard the tea real good. I really ain't a fan, to be honest. They say the sauce is off the chain. But Raising Cane's bought each employee a $2 lottery ticket. It cost him $100,000 because he got 50,000 employees. But the thing about that, the lottery, as of right now, as I'm giving this report, Wednesday, July 27th, it's $810 million. And you know you're not going to get all of that after taxes if you cash it right out. But the deal was, if somebody got it, somebody won it, they would have to split it with the 50,000. They would have to split the $810 million with the 50,000 employees. Now, I ain't graduated, but I got 2 GEDs. If you take the 810 million and you divide it, well, it really ain't even gonna be 810 million. It's gonna be a little less if you cash it out right then. Divide that by 50,000. You looking at give or take 16,000 a piece. Now, I'm a good person. I believe in God and I try to do the right thing. But I'm not sure if I'm one of them employees, unless he kept all the tickets. Unless he kept all the tickets in the sand. I didn't think about that. But now if I got that ticket in my hand and I look at it and I'm the winner, I think I'm just ease on out the restaurant. We talking about 810 million or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm just being real about it. Now, I could help my fellow co-workers out because I'm pretty sure he ain't got 50,000 people in one restaurant. That's like all over. And I'm just being real. Don't judge me now. I'm just being real. If I look down at that ticket and I got the winning numbers, I'm going to say, damn, wasn't me. And everybody else going to be like, shit, they going to be turning their tickets up and throwing them in the garbage. I'm going to be folding mine, putting it in my pocket. I'm still have the same face they got, though. But I'm folding. We talking about 810 million. And I'll come back and help my store out. Like the people I work with every day and woo-to-woo. I might even stop by. If I pass a Raising Cane's on my way to the airport or while I'm in Tennessee or wherever I'm going, I might stop and break them off a little bit. But I don't see splitting my winning lottery ticket 50,000 ways. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see that. But I'm curious to see what you would do in that situation. And then 16,000 more than I got. So who knows? You know, some people might say, yeah, I take the 16 and let everybody. But you got to realize 50,000 people, it's probably like, shit, 45, 48 of them, 1,000 of them, you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But I'm curious to think, what would y'all do? Would you run out with the $810 million ticket? Or would you split it, the 50,000 with your that's the catch, all Raising Cane employees and then leave with like just 16,000. I'm curious about that. You can hit me up at Marco Polo 2K at iCloud.com, Polo_DA_swag_king on Instagram, or Polo the Swag King 1 on Twitter. And y'all, I hate to do it. You know I love fucking with y'all, I love talking with y'all and everything. But I want to wrap this thing up. This has been a very informative and informational segment. Well, really not a segment, but episode. I'm going to say episode. But y'all be sure to mess with me. And remember, these are just my views. They don't represent any publisher or platform that carries my podcast. And you may not agree with me. You might disagree. It don't even matter. I'm just giving you my point of view, and you welcome to your point of view. And ain't nothing wrong with either one. But what we can't do is hate each other and get mad at each other because we got a different point of view. That's what we can't do. That's what we need to stop doing. And I think if we do that, the world can be a better place. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's a lot of shit I don't agree with. Hell, gas and grocery prices is one of them off the top of the head. But that don't mean I got to hate the people that, that's making the gas and grocery prices. I disagree with them, but I don't hate them. Don't want to cause them no harm. But anyway, any reviews, comments, questions, you can hit me at MarcoPolo2K at iCloud.com, Polo_DA swag, Polo_DA_swag_king on Instagram, Polo the Swag King 1 on Twitter. I also have a couple songs out on the Polo DA Swag King on all platforms. So Fly the Anthem. For y'all that didn't graduate like me, that's ANTHEM. And also Ants in Her Pants, all one word, ANTSINHERPANTS. Please support me. I love y'all. I fuck with y'all. And until next time, be good and be safe. Peace.